Jesus touched blind Bartimaeus. He touched the man and Mark 8:22. The woman of the issue of blood, Mark 5:25. The Bible says the woman touched the hem of this garment, and the fountain of her blood maker was dried up. This was a situation of that woman. But hear me, child of God. Listen to me, child of God. Listen to me. The case of this woman. The Bible says Jesus spiked on the ground. Why did Jesus spike on the ground? If you must be healed, that God made you to be, the first thing that you must do, you must handle your foundation. It was foundation that make that man to be blind. It was a foundational power that crippled the eyes of that man. It was a foundational authority that crippled the eyes that make him blind. Foundation is not your made. The Bible says Psalm 11:3. Psalm 11:3. If the foundation be destroyed, what can the righteous do? The Bible said in Lamentations chapter 5:7, our Father have seen and we have bear the iniquity. He said our Father have seen we are not, and we have bear the iniquity. Foundational power. There are foundational. We want to handle foundation. If you must be him that God wants you to be, there are foundation that you must handle. There are powers that you must conquer. The Bible said that foundation of that man. Hear what God said. God knows the value of foundation. God was speaking in Zechariah chapter 4:9. He said the hand of Zerubbabel has laid this foundation, and his hand is able to complete it. The hand of Zerubbabel has laid the foundation of this house. His hand is able to complete it. Hear me, for you to know the importance of foundation. There was a time that a statement was made by Joshua, and he said, anyone that violates this statement, that will lay the foundation with his first son, and he will complete it with his last born. Do you know that child grew up, an innocent king grew up, an innocent king came up after that generation passed, and the innocent king laid foundation. His first son died, and he was about to complete it. His last born died. Hear me, I don't know the paternal foundation. I don't know the maternal foundation. I don't know the paternal foundation. I don't know the maternal foundation that is after your life, that is after your resources. As you hear your end, it will catch fire. I said it will catch fire. I said it will catch fire. Go see this head. Foundational cause. The man was born blind, but that thing is foundational. In Acts chapter 3, the Bible says in verse 1, it said Peter and John was going to the temple at the hour of prayer, and they met a man that was lame from his mother's womb. They met a man that was lame from his. How can someone be lame from his? I have heard story, and I have seen practical that children are born lame. Children are those are foundational power. There was a lady close to this church. It's an young lady. The child was not walking, and I said, bring her to the church. They brought her to the church. Pray and now do some certain things. The child started walking. That was a foundational power that needed to be addressed. Am I talking to somebody here? You need to address foundational cause. The foundational cause. The Bible said in Genesis 49, if you read verse 1, and Jacob said to his children, Genesis 49 verse 1, and Jacob called unto his sons and said, gather yourself together, that I may tell you that which will befall you on the last day. In verse 2, and they say, gather yourself together, and hear all ye sons of Jacob, not by the mind, what is might? Might is an energy. Might is a courage. Might is a figure. Am I talking to somebody hearing my voice? He said, go in this the mind, and that shall surely save Israel from the hand of the Midianites and have slain them. So in verse Genesis 49 verse 3 now, bring it back. He said, Reuben, thou art my firstborn. He said, thou art my firstborn, my mind, the beginning of my strength, my mind first, the beginning of my strength, the excellency of dignity, the excellency of power. All these are qualities, are grace and powers that the guy carried. But what he said in verse 4, what he said in verse 4, in verse 4 he said, am I talking to somebody here, my boys? He said, unstable as water, thou shalt not ascend. He said, because thou went out to thy father's bed and hast devoured it, and he went out to my cross. Hear me, tried up God. He placed a curse on Reuben. He placed a curse on Reuben, and that was become a foundational curse that was not working. The life of Reuben began to move zigzag. The Bible said in Deuteronomy 33, if you read verse 6, Moses came and said, let Reuben live and not die, and let not his men be few. Let Reuben live and not die, and let not his men be few. I prophesy as you hear the sound of my voice, every foundational power, every foundational cause, every foundational spell, every foundational statement that is working against your generation, working against your future, I break that power this morning. I break it now. I break it now. I break it now. Somebody say break. Say break. Sit down. Write this down. Foundational cause has 3 instruments that they used to work. Number one instrument foundation used to work. Am I talking to some of us here? Number one instrument foundation used to work. The first instrument foundation used to work. It reduces your identity. It reduces your identity. When your identity is reduced, listen to me, child of God. When your identity is reduced, it reduces your identity. The first instrument foundation used to work is that it reduces your identity. It scatters your identity. My God, it reduces your identity. There are 10 of you hearing the sound of my voice here. Listen to me. I came to hold your hand in the spirit. There are identities that have been reduced by the power of foundational cause. I speak under grace upon someone. As you hear me now, everyone under my voice, every foundational power that has hold your identity, if I hear your amen, I break that power. Reduces your identity. Reduce it. Number two, it make your yesterday to be better than today. It make your yesterday to be better than today. Check everyone in your family. Everyone is living the same life. A pattern life. A young man died in Jedo. They said the mother married, gave birth to children, and the mother died. The mother husband died. This one too married. Now he born children. Now the husband too died. Am I talking to something? I'm talking about Astro. Now the husband too do it, he died. Pattern. The same life. Everybody inside the family will go get belly born. Where they don't born, they'll pay some bride price. They don't pay some bride price. Pattern. And then they shall say marriage na marriage. Some pack go marriage. Some they pack go the marriage. Not be the man pack them. Not the man no marry them and they pack go. As he get belly, the man no pay. He come pack go the man house. The man never marry.